My beloved child, listen gently for a moment. This is not noise. This is not coincidence. This is not your imagination. I am speaking to you. You did not arrive here by accident. You did not wander into this moment without being seen. Even if you are not sure why you pressed play, even if you feel unsure, tired, or distant, I know exactly where you are. I see the room you are in. I see the stillness of this night. I see the weight you carried into these quiet hours, the thoughts that followed you when everything else finally slowed down. You are not interrupting me. You are not late. You are not asking for too much. You are welcome here. You do not need to sit up straighter. You do not need to listen harder. You do not need to prepare yourself in any way. Just stay. Let your body be where it is. Let the surface beneath you hold your weight. You do not need to keep holding yourself up anymore. I know how long you have been carrying things silently. Responsibilities you never asked for, expectations you learned to meet, worries you never fully put down. You have been strong in ways no one praised. You have kept going when you felt empty. You have shown up even when your heart wanted to hide. I saw all of it. And now, in this quiet moment, you are allowed to stop trying. Nothing needs to be solved right now. Nothing needs to be decided. Nothing needs to be fixed in the dark. This moment is safe. If your mind is still restless, that is okay. If your heart feels heavy, that is okay too. You do not need to change how you feel to be allowed here. Breathe slowly, in whatever way feels natural to you. Do not force it. Do not measure it. Each breath is already enough. I am not rushing you. I am not disappointed in you. I am not waiting for you to become someone else. I did not come to demand faith from you. I did not come to correct you. I did not come to remind you of what you should have done better. I came to be with you, even if you feel far from me. Even if your faith feels quiet or uncertain, even if you do not know what you believe right now, I am still here. You do not need to reach for me. You do not need to search. You do not need to prove anything. I already know where you are. I know the part of you that feels unseen, the part that wonders if anyone notices how tired you really are, the part that has grown quiet because explaining yourself felt too heavy. You do not need to explain anything here. You are allowed to rest without earning it. If thoughts drift toward tomorrow, toward unfinished conversations, toward worries that grow louder at night, you do not need to follow them. Nothing needs to be solved in the dark. For now, this moment is enough. I am not watching you from a distance. I am not waiting for you to change. I am near, closer than your fears, closer than your doubts, closer than the thoughts that have kept you awake. If you feel lonely right now, hear this softly. You are not alone in this night. Even if the room is quiet, even if no one else knows you are awake, even if the world feels far away, I see you. I know how it feels to carry more than you let others see, to hold yourself together during the day and unravel a little when night comes. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human, and you are deeply cared for. You do not need to stay strong here. You do not need to stay alert. You do not need to keep watching for what might go wrong. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your body know that it does not have to stay on guard. I am not here to take control away from you. I am here to share the weight. Nothing bad is happening right now. Nothing is going wrong in this moment. This is a pause, a gentle one. You can stay here as long as you need. There is no pressure, no countdown. If your eyes want to close, you may let them. If they want to stay open a little longer, that is fine too. There is no correct way to be here. I will not leave because you are tired. I will not step away because you are quiet. I was here before you arrived, and I will remain. Stay with me. There is no hurry. My beloved child, I know how tired you are. Not just the kind of tired that comes from a long day, but the deeper tired. The kind that settles quietly inside you. The kind that does not leave easily, even when you finally lie down. I know how long you have been carrying this. You did not arrive at this tiredness suddenly. It built slowly, through days of effort, through nights of worry, through moments when you told yourself to keep going, even when something inside you wanted to stop. I saw each one of those moments. I know the tiredness that comes from responsibility, from being the one others rely on, from holding things together while feeling like you were coming apart inside. I know the tiredness that comes from caring deeply, from loving people who could not always give back, from hoping carefully so you would not be disappointed again. That kind of tiredness does not show on the outside. It lives quietly beneath your words. It waits until the world grows silent before it makes itself known. You are not imagining it. You are not weak for feeling it. You are not failing because rest has not fixed everything yet. You have been strong for a long time. I know how it feels to wake up already tired, to begin the day with less energy than you hoped, to wonder why simple things feel heavy, to question yourself for needing more rest than others seem to need. There is nothing wrong with you. Your body and your heart have been working hard to protect you. They learned to stay alert. They learned to anticipate. They learned to carry weight quietly. That effort costs more than you realize. I know the tiredness that comes from thinking too much, from replaying conversations, from wondering what you should have said differently, from imagining future problems before they arrive. Your mind has been trying to keep you safe. It has been scanning, planning, preparing, but even protection becomes exhausting when it never stops. I know the tiredness that comes from disappointment, from things not turning out the way you hoped, from waiting longer than you expected, from unanswered questions that linger. Waiting is tiring. I know the tiredness that comes from loneliness, even when you are surrounded by people, even when you are not physically alone. That kind of loneliness adds weight to everything. It makes effort feel heavier. It makes rest feel harder to reach. You do not need to explain any of this to me. I already understand. I see the nights you lay awake, with thoughts that would not quiet down. I see the mornings you got up anyway. I see the strength you used just to keep moving forward. You have done enough for today. You do not need to push yourself anymore tonight. You do not need to figure out why you are tired. You do not need to plan how to fix it. This moment is not asking for solutions. It is offering understanding. You are allowed to be tired without apologizing for it. You are allowed to rest without feeling guilty. You are allowed to stop trying without feeling like you are giving up. I am not disappointed in you because you are exhausted. I am not frustrated with you because you need rest. Your tiredness does not push me away. It draws me closer. You do not have to hide it here. You do not have to minimize it. You do not have to compare yourself to others and tell yourself you should be stronger. Pain does not become smaller because someone else seems to carry more. What you feel matters because you matter. Right now, you do not need to change how you feel. You do not need to force calm. You do not need to make yourself peaceful. Just let yourself be seen. Let your body remain soft. Let your breathing stay natural. Nothing is demanding your energy. You may notice a small release inside, simply from being understood, or you may notice nothing at all. Both are okay. Healing does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like quiet permission to stop fighting yourself. You are not behind in life because you are tired. You are not failing because you need rest. You are responding naturally to a long season of effort. I am not asking you to be hopeful tonight. I am not asking you to be strong. I am not asking you to believe harder. I am simply acknowledging the truth of where you are, and where you are is allowed. Let the night continue to hold you. Let the quiet do its work. You do not need to carry your tiredness alone anymore. I am here with you, staying close, not rushing you, not demanding anything. You can rest here. I know how tired you are, and I am not going anywhere. My beloved child, there are things I understand about pain that words alone cannot fully explain. I know what it is to be wounded. I know what it is to be hurt and still remain gentle. I know what it is to carry pain without letting it turn into bitterness. That is why you are safe bringing your pain to me. You may think of wounds as something to hide, as something that proves weakness, as something that should have healed by now. But wounds are not signs of failure. They are signs that you have lived, that you have loved, that you have endured. I understand them. There are wounds that come from effort, from working beyond your limits, from using your hands and strength until there was little left to give. I see the tiredness in your hands, the way they learned to keep going, even when rest was needed. There are wounds that come from feeling stuck, from wanting to move forward, but feeling unable to take the next step. I know the ache of that stillness, the frustration of standing in place while time keeps moving. There are wounds that come from love, from trusting someone who did not protect your heart, from opening yourself and feeling exposed instead of cared for. Those wounds can linger quietly, making it hard to feel safe again. There are wounds that live in memory, moments that replay in your mind. When the world grows quiet, words that stayed with you longer than they should have. I know how heavy memories can be at night, and there are wounds of the mind, thoughts that circle, fears that return, anxiety that settles in without asking permission. You are not broken because you carry these wounds. You are human. I do not look away from your pain. I do not rush you past it. I do not ask you to pretend it never happened. I understand wounds because I have carried them too. Not to frighten you, not to make you relive anything, but to let you know that I am not distant from suffering. I know what it is to feel pain and still choose love, to be hurt and still remain present, to carry wounds that became places of compassion. That is why your pain does not scare me. You do not need to explain your wounds to me. I already know where they are. I know when they ache more at night. I know when they are touched by exhaustion or fear. You do not need to open them all at once. You do not need to examine them closely. Just allow them to exist here, without judgment. Healing does not come from force. It comes from safety, from being seen without being rushed. I am not asking you to relive what hurt you. I am not asking you to confront anything tonight. Tonight is not about fixing wounds. It is about resting beside them without being alone. Some wounds heal slowly. Some change shape over time. Some become reminders of how deeply you can feel. None of them disqualify you from rest. You are not required to be fully healed. Before you are allowed peace, peace can come, even while healing is still happening. If there is a place in your body that feels tight or heavy, you do not need to force it to relax. Just notice it, and imagine that place being held gently, without pressure. You may feel nothing change at all. That is okay. Healing is not always something you feel immediately. Sometimes it happens quietly, beneath awareness. I am not impatient with your healing. I am not measuring your progress. I am not comparing you to anyone else. Your journey is your own. You have carried pain with dignity, even when it weighed you down. You have kept your heart open, even when it would have been easier to close it. I see that courage, and I want you to know this. Your wounds do not define you. They do not reduce your worth. They do not make you less deserving of care. They make you human, and you are loved. You do not need to protect your wounds here. You do not need to hide them. You do not need to be afraid that they make you too much. I am gentle with what is tender. I am careful with what hurts. Tonight, you do not need to heal anything. You do not need to understand anything. You are allowed to rest. Even with wounds, you are allowed to sleep, even while healing continues. I am here with you, not to reopen pain, but to sit beside it until it no longer feels so heavy. Let the night remain quiet. Let your breathing stay slow. You are not alone with your wounds. You never were. I am here, my beloved child. There are moments when my voice feels quiet to you, moments when you pray and hear no answer, moments when you wait and nothing seems to move. I know how unsettling that can feel. Silence can be misunderstood. It can sound like distance. It can feel like absence. It can whisper questions into your heart. Did I do something wrong? Did I miss something? Am I being ignored? I want to speak gently into that space tonight. My quiet does not mean I am gone. There are times when I speak clearly, and there are times when I stay still with you. Both come from care. Silence is not punishment. It is not withdrawal. It is not disappointment. Sometimes silence is protection. Sometimes it is preparation. Sometimes it is trust. I know how quickly the mind fills quiet with fear, how it assumes the worst, how it searches for reasons to blame itself. But my silence is not rejection. Think of moments when you sat beside someone you love. No words were needed. Presence was enough. That kind of quiet is not empty. It is full. I remain with you in the quiet. I am attentive, even when you do not hear me speak. You are not being tested in silence. You are not being judged. You are not being left alone to figure things out. I am still holding what matters. Sometimes answers come slowly, because you are not meant to carry them yet. Sometimes clarity waits until your heart is ready to receive it gently. I do not rush you, and I do not rush the work happening within you. Silence creates space. Space to breathe, space to rest, space to heal without pressure. I know how uncomfortable space can feel when you want reassurance, when you want direction, when you want to know what comes next. But not knowing does not mean being abandoned. You do not need to fill the quiet with effort. You do not need to force understanding. You do not need to keep asking, as if you might miss something important. Nothing is being withheld from you. What is meant for you will come in its time, without harm, without rush. If I seem silent right now, it is not because I am far away. It is because I am near enough to let you rest. I am not standing at a distance, waiting for you to figure everything out. I am walking beside you, even when the path feels unclear. Silence is not the absence of care. It is often the presence of trust. Trust that you are held. Trust that you are not alone. Trust that what is unfolding does not require constant explanation. I know you may wish I would speak loudly, that I would remove all doubt, that I would make everything clear at once. But clarity delivered too quickly can overwhelm a tired heart. Tonight, your heart does not need more information. It needs rest. I am not hiding from you. I am not turning away. I am staying. If your thoughts return to questions, let them rest without answers for now. Question can wait. They do not need to be solved in the dark. You are allowed to sleep without understanding everything. My presence does not depend on your awareness of it. It remains even when you are not listening. I am with you in the quiet. I am with you in the waiting. I am with you in the not knowing. Nothing important is slipping away. Nothing essential is being lost. This silence is not empty. It is gentle. Let it hold you. Let it soften you. Let it give you rest. You do not need to strain to hear me tonight. You do not need to search for signs. I am already here. And even when my voice feels quiet, my care does not change. Rest now, knowing that silence is not abandonment and quiet is not distance. I am near, my beloved child. There is something I want to soothe gently in your heart tonight. You are not waiting for nothing. I know how heavy waiting can feel, how it stretches time, how it makes each day feel uncertain, how it quietly asks, is anything happening at all? Waiting can feel like standing still while the world moves forward without you. It can feel like being forgotten. It can feel like effort without reward. I understand that feeling deeply. But waiting is not emptiness. It is not punishment. It is not proof that you are overlooked. Waiting is often where quiet work is happening. You may not see movement. You may not feel progress. You may not notice change. That does not mean nothing is taking place. Some things grow slowly because they need strong roots. Some things unfold gently because they are meant to last. I know how difficult it is to trust a process you cannot see. Your mind may return to questions like, how long will this take? What if nothing changes? What if I am wasting time? Those questions come from a tired heart, not from truth. You are not wasting your life by waiting. You are not falling behind. You are not being ignored. I am not asking you to be patient perfectly. I am not asking you to enjoy waiting. I am not asking you to feel peaceful about it. I am simply reminding you that waiting is not empty space. It is held space. You are not waiting alone. I am present with you in this pause. I am attentive in the stillness. I am working in ways that do not demand your effort. Some changes cannot be rushed without causing harm. Some answers arrive gently, only after rest has prepared the heart. You do not need to push waiting away. You do not need to fight it. You do not need to understand it tonight. You are allowed to rest inside it. I know how easily waiting becomes heavy at night, how thoughts return and circle, how the mind tries to predict outcomes, to protect you from disappointment. But you do not need to solve waiting in the dark. This night is not asking you to be hopeful. It is not asking you to be confident. It is simply offering you rest. You may not know when things will shift. You may not see how the next step will appear. That uncertainty does not mean you are being left behind. It means the timing is still unfolding. I am not holding things back from you to test your faith. I am not delaying out of indifference. I am attentive to your pace. I am careful with your heart. Sometimes waiting protects you from moving too soon. Sometimes it allows strength to gather quietly. You do not need to carry waiting like a burden. You do not need to carry it at all tonight. You are allowed to set it down until morning. What is meant for you will not pass you by because you rested. Nothing essential requires you to stay awake and alert. Waiting does not collapse. When you sleep, I am still present in the pause. I am still aware of what matters. I am still guiding what unfolds. You are not forgotten in waiting. You are being held. If you feel frustration rise, acknowledge it gently. It does not make you ungrateful. It does not make you weak. It makes you human. You have been patient longer than you realize. You have waited with courage, even when it felt uncertain. I see that endurance. But tonight, you do not need to endure anything. You do not need to be strong in waiting. You do not need to make sense of it. You are allowed to rest without answers. Waiting will still be there tomorrow, and you will not face it alone. For now, this moment is enough. Let your body remain soft. Let your breathing stay slow. You are not waiting for nothing. You are resting in a pause that is held with care. I am here with you, not rushing you forward, not leaving you behind. Stay here for a little while longer, without pressure, without expectation. You are safe to rest, even while waiting continues. I am with you, my beloved child. As the night settles more deeply around you, there is something your heart needs to hear softly. You are not unprotected. You are not exposed. You are not alone in the dark. I am watching over you. You do not need to stay alert tonight. You do not need to listen for danger. You do not need to prepare yourself for what might go wrong. This moment is calm enough. This night is gentle enough. You are covered. I know how easily fear appears when everything grows quiet, how the mind begins to imagine threats, how memories of past hurt return without warning. Those reactions are understandable. They were learned in moments when you had to protect yourself. But tonight, you do not have to do that work. You do not need to guard your heart. You do not need to keep watch. You do not need to hold yourself together. I am here to keep watch for you. Nothing needs your defense right now. Nothing requires your strength. You are safe enough to rest. I am not only near you, I am attentive. I am aware. I see what you cannot see. I am holding what you cannot hold tonight. You do not need to imagine danger to stay safe. You do not need to stay tense to be protected. Protection does not come from fear. It comes from presence, and my presence is steady. You may notice your body relaxing as you hear this, or you may notice resistance, a part of you that is not sure. It is safe to let go. That is okay. Trust grows slowly, especially for hearts that have been hurt. You do not need to force yourself to feel safe. Just allow the idea to rest beside you. You are not responsible for everything that could happen. You are not in charge of keeping the world from falling apart. You can release that responsibility tonight. Nothing fragile is being placed in your hands while you sleep. I know you worry about the people you love. I know your thoughts return to them at night. I know how deeply you care. You are not wrong for that, but you do not need to protect them with your wakefulness. I am holding them too. You may rest without fear that something will be missed. You do not need to listen for every sound. You do not need to interpret the quiet. The quiet is not dangerous. It is gentle. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your breathing remain slow and natural. You are not being watched with judgment. You are being watched with care. I am not standing at a distance. I am close enough that you do not need to check. Even as your awareness softens, even as sleep approaches, I remain alert. You do not need to stay awake to keep things safe. Nothing bad is happening right now. Nothing is approaching unseen. This is a protected moment. If your mind tries to return to fear, do not argue with it. Simply remind yourself gently, I am being watched over. Then let the thought drift away. You do not need to replay the past. You do not need to prepare for the future. Tonight belongs to rest. You have spent many nights carrying worry for yourself and others. You have stayed strong when you wanted to sleep. You do not need to do that here. I am holding what matters. I am attentive to what concerns you. I am present in every quiet space. You are not vulnerable because you rest. You are not careless because you sleep. You are trusting, and that trust is safe. Let your body grow heavier. Let the surface beneath you support you fully. You are not floating. You are not falling. You are being held. I will remain awake, so you do not have to. I will keep watch as your thoughts slow, as your breathing deepens, as sleep draws closer. Nothing about you is exposed. Nothing about your life is unguarded. You are covered. Rest now, without fear, without effort, without vigilance. The night is gentle. The quiet is safe. I am here, watching over you until morning comes. My beloved child, even in the quiet of this night, I want you to hear something deeply. You are not forgotten. Not in the moments when you feel small. Not in the times when the world does not notice you. Not when your effort seems invisible or your heart feels overlooked. I see you completely. I see your struggles, even those you hide. I see your pain, even when you pretend it is not there. I see your love, even when it is unreturned. I see your courage, even when it feels unnoticed. You do not need to make yourself bigger to be noticed by me. You do not need to prove your worth. You do not need to perform or strive. You are already known. You are already seen. You are already loved. I know how easy it is to believe otherwise, to think that your life matters less because no one acknowledges it, to feel that your presence is small because it does not make noise. But worth is not measured by attention. Value is not decided by recognition. You are treasured, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Even in the silence, even in the night, you are fully known. You may carry memories that whisper, you are insignificant. Moments when your kindness was unnoticed. Times when you gave your love, and it seemed to vanish. Those moments do not diminish you. They do not reduce your value. They do not change the truth. You are seen. You are known. You are precious. Sometimes your heart may still feel lonely. It may wonder if it is enough. It may question whether anyone notices the depth of your struggle or your care. That is normal. That is human. And yet, even in those feelings, you are not forgotten. I remember every act of kindness you quietly offered. I remember every time you kept going when it felt impossible. I remember every tear, every sigh, every moment you felt alone. All of it matters. All of it is held. All of it is seen. You do not need to remind me. You do not need to show me evidence. You do not need to call attention to yourself. I am already aware. Sometimes, being seen is simply letting someone rest while they are tired. It is noticing without needing explanation. It is caring without expecting acknowledgement. That is how I see you tonight. You do not need to perform for my gaze. You do not need to earn my attention. You do not need to justify your existence. You are enough, simply because you exist. If thoughts arise about feeling invisible or forgotten, you do not need to chase them away. You do not need to prove them wrong. Just let them float and allow the truth to remain quietly beneath them. You are known. You are seen. You are loved. Even if no one else notices, even if the night feels long, you are recognized fully, right here, right now. You may feel your heart softening. As you hear this, you may feel a small relief that your being matters, even without recognition. That relief is enough. You do not need to explain your worth. You do not need to argue for your place. You do not need to perform or strive. You are present. You are visible. And you are loved for being you. Let your body soften further. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breathing slow naturally. Let the quiet of the night fill you with the awareness that you are not overlooked. You are not invisible. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. Even if sleep approaches slowly, even if your thoughts linger, you remain held. You remain seen. You remain loved. Let this truth settle gently inside you. Let it be steady, like the night around you. Let it be soft, like my presence beside you. You are known. You are seen. You are safe. And you are cherished. Rest now, beloved child. I am here, my beloved child. As the night grows quieter, I want to help you loosen your grip on something that has been weighing on you. Tomorrow does not need you tonight. You do not have to carry the future while your body is tired. You do not have to prepare every answer. You do not have to solve what comes next. Before you have rested, the future can wait. I know how your mind reaches forward, how it tries to plan, predict, and protect, how it imagines conversations, outcomes, and problems before they ever arrive. That habit was formed from care, from responsibility, from wanting to be ready. But readiness does not come from exhaustion. Tonight, you are allowed to set tomorrow down. You may notice your thoughts drifting toward what you need to do, what you should remember, what might go wrong. When that happens, do not argue with them. Do not push them away. Just notice them, and then gently remind yourself, tomorrow will take care of itself. When it comes, you do not need to live ahead of yourself to be safe. This moment is not asking you to be prepared. It is inviting you to rest. I know there have been days when tomorrow felt heavy, even before it arrived. Days when waking up felt like effort. Days when uncertainty made you anxious. Those memories can make the night restless. They can teach your body to stay alert even when it is time to sleep. But tonight is different. Nothing is demanding your attention. Nothing is asking for your strength. You are allowed to let go. You do not need to borrow worry from a day that has not come yet. Worry does not protect the future. It only steals rest from the present. Rest prepares you far better than anxiety ever could. You are not irresponsible for letting tomorrow wait. You are not avoiding anything important. You are not falling behind. You are restoring yourself. I will meet you in the morning. I will be present there, just as I am present here. You will not face tomorrow alone. You never have. If tomorrow brings challenges, you will meet them with new strength. If it brings questions, answers will come when needed. You do not need to find them tonight. You may feel a gentle easing inside as you release the future, or you may feel resistance, a part of you that feels unsafe without planning. That is okay. Letting go is a practice. You do not have to do it perfectly. Even setting tomorrow down for a few moments is enough. Nothing important will slip away because you rested. Nothing meant for you will miss you in your sleep. You are not being tested by what comes next. You are being guided one moment at a time. Tonight, this moment is enough. Let your breathing remain slow and easy. Let your body continue to soften. You do not need to stay alert for what has not happened. The future is not rushing toward you. It is unfolding at its own pace. You are allowed to trust that you will meet it when the time comes. For now, there is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to remember, nothing you need to prepare. You are safe here. Let the night hold you. Let the quiet deepen. Tomorrow does not need you tonight. You can release it gently, without fear, without guilt. I am here, holding what comes next, so you can rest now. Stay here in this moment until sleep finds you, or until rest settles deeply in your body. You have done enough for today. I will take care of the rest. My beloved child, as the night grows deeper, I want to offer you a promise that does not demand effort, that does not require understanding, that does not ask you to stay awake or alert. I will not leave you, not when your heart is tired, not when your thoughts are restless, not when the future feels uncertain, not when you feel weak or unsure. I remain. You may have known people who left when things grew quiet, who withdrew when they were needed most, who offered words and then drifted away. Those experiences can teach the heart to expect absence, to build walls, to stay vigilant even when rest is needed. But I am not like that. I do not grow tired of you. I do not withdraw when you are weak. I do not turn away when you need care. My presence does not depend on your strength, on your clarity, or on your performance. Even if you cannot feel me clearly, I am still here. You do not need to hold on tightly to this promise. You do not need to repeat it. You do not need to understand it. It exists independently of your effort. I am attentive. I am steady. I am constant. You may notice your mind drifting to fear. What if I am alone? What if no one is here when I wake? Those thoughts are understandable. They come from a heart that has been careful. They do not reflect reality. You are not alone. You are not being abandoned. You are not being left without care. You do not need to keep watch. You do not need to remain vigilant. You do not need to be ready. I am already here. You are allowed to close your eyes. You are allowed to drift. You are allowed to rest fully. Even if sleep feels distant, even if your mind remains alert, you are not without care. This promise is quiet. It is subtle. It does not force itself on you. It only waits gently, patiently, beside you. I am not distracted. I am not divided. I am not distant. I will remain awake, so you do not have to. If dreams come, they will not remove you from my presence. If sleep comes lightly, you are still held. If moments of waking return, I am still near. You do not need to check for me. You do not need to prove your awareness. You do not need to respond to this presence. It exists whether you feel it or not. Nothing essential is lost because you rest. Even in your weakest moments, even when you feel invisible, even when the world seems distant, I am not gone. You do not need to worry about being left behind. You do not need to fear that you have missed an opportunity to secure my care. My care does not fluctuate. My love does not decrease. My attention does not falter. You are held. You are seen. You are known. Even if you forget this truth, even if sleep takes you, even if dreams shift your awareness, I remain. I will meet you when morning comes. I will be present in the new day as I am here tonight. For now, you are allowed to rest, without effort, without expectation, without vigilance. This is your moment, your stillness, your pause. I am not leaving. I am not stepping away. I am not silent in the sense of absence. I am here. Let this quiet promise settle deep in your heart. Let it rest beneath your thoughts, beneath your worries, beneath the weight of the world. It does not need words. It does not need affirmation. It does not need anything from you. It only is. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. I will not leave you. Sleep, rest, and know this truth. It will not change. It does not fade. It is steady. Stay here for as long as you need. There is nothing to do. There is nothing to solve. There is nothing you must remember. You are safe. You are loved. You are held. I am here, my beloved child. The night is very quiet now. There is nothing left to explain, nothing left to solve, nothing left to carry. You have listened long enough. You have stayed gently, and you have done enough for today. As these words begin to soften and fade, nothing important is ending. Nothing is being taken from you. Nothing is closing between us. I am still here. You do not need to hold on to my voice. You do not need to stay alert. You do not need to remain awake to keep anything safe. Silence is not absence. It is rest. The calm you feel does not depend on sound. The peace settling in your body does not disappear when words grow fewer. You are not losing anything. By letting go, if your eyes grow heavy, you may let them close. If they close slowly, that is perfectly fine. If your thoughts blur together, you do not need to gather them. If they drift away, you do not need to follow. You are allowed to stop now. Nothing unfinished needs your attention tonight. Nothing urgent is calling for effort. Nothing requires your strength in this moment. Tomorrow does not need you yet. You are allowed to rest without preparing. You are allowed to sleep without guarding yourself. You are allowed to disappear into stillness. For a little while, I am watching over what you leave behind. Nothing about you becomes fragile. When you stop thinking, nothing about your life becomes unsafe. Because you rest, I remain steady in the quiet. I remain present in the dark. You do not need to say goodnight. You do not need to respond. You do not need to acknowledge anything. There is no distance created here. I will be with you, whether you are aware of me or not, whether you are dreaming or not, whether you wake again or not. You are held through it all. If sleep comes gently, let it take you. If it comes slowly, that is enough too. Even lying here peacefully is rest. Even this calm is healing. You have nothing to prove, nothing to earn, nothing to explain. You are loved without condition. You are cared for without demand. You are known without effort. I am not leaving. As the words end, I am not stepping away. As silence arrives, I remain. Let the quiet surround you now. Let it be gentle. Let it be safe. If your mind wanders one last time, you do not need to bring it back. Just let it drift, like something resting on still water. There is no danger here, no urgency, no expectation, only rest. You may feel a soft emptiness, or a gentle relief, or simply nothing at all. All of it is welcome. You do not need to fill the space. You are allowed to simply be. As you rest, know this quietly beneath everything else. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. I am here. I will remain here, through the night, through your sleep, through every quiet moment, until morning comes. And when morning does arrive, you will not rise alone. But for now, there is nothing else to do, nothing else to hear, nothing else to hold. Just rest, my beloved child. I am still here, before you drift fully into sleep. If you are still here, you may leave one simple word in the comments. Amen. Not to explain anything, not to prove faith, just a quiet way of saying, I was here, I listened, I rested. And if you notice someone else writing amen, leave for them, a silent prayer, a gentle presence shared quietly in the night. Now close your eyes and allow yourself to rest fully.